There are players who dazzle. There are players who define an era. And there are players who become legends, even if they didn't conquer everything on the pitch. George Best was one of those. The Irish genius who lived intensely, playing and destroying himself at the same time. A talent compared to Pelé, but who ended up as a warning to the world. This is the story of the fifth Beatle. George Best was born on the 22nd of May, 1946, in Belfast, Northern Ireland. A shy, skinny boy, in love with football. At just 15, he was spotted by a Manchester United scout, who sent a message to the club. "I found a genius." And so, the boy from Belfast left his hometown and traveled to England to chase his dream. At 17, Best made his debut for Manchester United, and he quickly showed the world he was different. Mesmerizing dribbles, blistering pace, fearless flair. He was pure art with a ball at his feet. In 1968, he led United to Champions League glory against Benfica, scoring in the final. That same year, he was crowned the best player in the world. But George Best was more than football. He had style, charisma, and looks that captivated the masses. He was nicknamed the Fifth Beatle because he looked like a rock star both on and off the pitch. An idol of the crowds, always surrounded by fans, flashes, and fame. But with fame came temptation. George Best gave himself to the nights, the parties, the women, and above all, alcohol. His most famous quote summed up his life. "I spent a lot of money on booze, birds, and fast cars. The rest I just squandered." As his talent shone, his discipline vanished, and little by little, the genius was slipping away. At 26, still in his physical prime, Best walked away from Manchester United. He played for several smaller clubs, but was never the same again. He had the talent to be remembered alongside Pelé and Maradona, but his own lifestyle brought him down. Even so, for those who watched him, George Best was truly unique. Alcohol dependency destroyed his health. In 2002, he needed a liver transplant. 3 years later, in 2005, George Best died aged 59. His final message to the world was a warning. Don't die like I did. George Best was an incomplete genius, a player capable of unimaginable brilliance, but who lost himself to his own excesses. Even so, he remains remembered as one of the greatest talents football has ever seen. His story is, at once, inspiring and cautionary. A gift can be a blessing, but it can also be a burden. George Best was, and always will be, the genius who shone so brightly, but burned out far too soon.